I'm going to turn to Ian Forman now. Ian, sprayer testing, your area of expertise. Would you like to share your screen and give us your presentation, please?
You see that okay?
Yeah.
Lovely. Right, thanks very much, Phil. Good morning, everyone. Ian Forman, the National Sprayer Testing Scheme Manager. So we're here, we provide all pesticide application equipment testing in the UK, and some of you may already be aware that we provide fertiliser spreader testing as well. So I'm going to get straight into my presentation as we are a little bit short or tight on time about preparing your sprayer for its annual test. We know that about 80% of operators attend their test while the machine is being tested. So this is a great opportunity for all operators to have a chat with the machine examiner, find out any more information about the test items that he's going through on your machine. We always encourage everybody to do any repairs that you're aware of beforehand, because remember, it is a test, it's not a service on your sprayer as well. The operator check sheet, this has been around for many years now and updated over the years as well. So a good range of items for all operators to go through, maybe throughout the season, but a good idea to use it prior to the NSTS test as well. But also in the bottom right hand corner, you've got somewhere that you can record a calibration, and we know that for red tractor purposes you have to do a calibration at least once a year. But don't forget, your NSTS test includes a nozzle output check, a forward speed check, and we also check the nozzle spacings to give you all of the information required so that you can complete a calibration on your sprayer. One item on that check sheet that I do want to highlight, and this was also included in the Naroso annual training course this year, about checking for leaks over and above normal working pressure. This is something that we always encourage operators to include in their regular checks on the sprayer. Because if we look at the 10 most common faults on a sprayer, the ones highlighted in red, 5 of them are all attributed to leaks and drips on the machine. And 2 of those, where it says free from leaks spraying, and towards the bottom, free from leaks not spraying, these are the 2 checks that are carried out over and above normal working pressure, so contribute to these high number of leaks and drips on the test of the machine. Lastly, the test item, or highlighted in blue, hose condition, although not seen to be leaking at this stage, may result in a leak in due course if not attended to in time. To look into some of these faults in a little bit more detail, so you'll have seen from the previous slide, DCV leaks are by far the most common faults that we see on a sprayer that has to be repaired. I'm sure many, if not all, operators carry spare DCVs or spare chem savers with them. It's a very quick, very easy repair to do, and should be done as soon as this starts to occur in the field. As with any leaks, they want to be repaired when they do occur. One thing you don't want is any crop damage in the field, but also when you fold up and go down the road, the last thing we want to see in view of the general public is a sprayer leaking on the public highway. Just making sure that nozzles are clean and not damaged, but also checking for other leaks. But the main reason I put these two pictures in is to say it's important that you do have a walk around the sprayer when the machine is running to check for leaks right at the back of the sprayer, which is an area obviously that isn't visible from the operator's seat. You might be surprised to know that both of these photos were taken when the machine was brought in for test. And this is certainly something that we don't want to expose NSTS examiners to at the time of the test, but certainly as an operator, these filters haven't been checked for quite some time. And so we can't always assume that routine maintenance is being carried out. A couple of slides on pipes or hoses themselves. You can see the two pictures on the left-hand side where the hoses are slightly collapsed when the machine is not spraying, but to the right, when the machine is under pressure, they expand to their normal diameter. But over time, the regular turning on and off of the boom is going to keep flexing and closing the hose. So ultimately, this pipe is going to deteriorate, it's going to delaminate. Maybe not such a big problem on this here, the pressure side, but certainly on the suction side will soon cause some issues in the field. And as Ian mentioned earlier, with 1.5% of downtime relating to sprayer breakdowns, if any items on the machine can be dealt with in the yard, is going to be much safer, but reduce or increase your spraying time. The picture on the right, where an NSTS examiner will find where he can see the braiding, or if he can see the wire structure to a hose, this will be a fail on your machine, and that pipe will have to be replaced before the machine would pass the test. But on the left, you can see where the short piece of pipe is in the center of the picture. It's starting to kink, but it's okay at the moment. It may be something the operator can attend to now, of maybe rerouting that pipe or supporting it or tying it up somewhere, that it doesn't become a fault a little bit later on in the season. So just to sum up, I think probably the most important component on a sprayer is the operator, and whatever he or she does influences everything going on with that machine. So to reiterate, the importance of regular checks during the season, the preparation of that machine for an NSTS test and the NSTS test itself will help to ensure a good and trouble-free season operating the machine out in the field. Thank you very much.
Yep, thank you very much indeed, Ian, and we'll come to some questions in a minute, but thank you very much. And reinforcing Ian Robertson's point about the spray operator as well, they're coming through loud and clear about the importance of people who are driving the machinery. So that's great. Thank you very much, Ian.